Have you ever experienced a fake nice co-workers pattern? Some co-workers don't dislike you openly. They study you first. They smile at you, compliment you, act supportive, laugh with you in meetings, ask about your weekend, maybe even call you friend. But underneath that friendliness, something feels off. Because fake nice people rarely reveal themselves through obvious aggression. They reveal themselves through patterns, subtle behavior, hidden competition, backhanded comments disguised as jokes, support that disappears when you actually start succeeding. And if you've ever worked with someone who seemed kind in public but made you feel uneasy in private, you've probably experienced the fake nice co-worker pattern. These people are difficult to identify at first because they understand social appearance. They know openly rude behavior gets noticed, so instead they hide behind politeness. They master the art of looking harmless. They may greet everyone warmly, offer help occasionally, act overly interested in office conversations, but over time the behavior stops matching the image. You start noticing strange inconsistencies. Maybe they praise you to your face, but leave your name out when credit is being given. Maybe they act supportive one-on-one, but become distant around certain co-workers. Maybe they suddenly go quiet whenever your accomplishments are mentioned. That's because fake nice people are often driven by image management and hidden insecurity. They want to appear kind more than they want to actually be kind. And there's a difference. Genuine people are usually consistent. Fake nice people are strategic. Their personality changes depending on who's watching. Around management, they become extra friendly. Around influential co-workers, they become agreeable. Around people they feel threatened by, they become subtly competitive, not always openly, sometimes quietly, very quietly. One of the biggest signs is passive-aggressive behavior. They may make comments that sound innocent on the surface, but carry hidden disrespect underneath. Comments like, "Oh wow, you actually finished that fast. You're lucky the boss likes your ideas. I could never stay late like you do. I have a life." Little comments designed to create doubt while still giving them plausible deniability. And if you react, they often flip it back on you. "I was just joking. You're too sensitive. You took that the wrong way." That's part of the pattern too. Fake nice co-workers often avoid direct conflict because direct conflict exposes intention. Subtle behavior allows them to operate without accountability. Another major sign is selective support. They support you when your success feels harmless. But once you start standing out, getting attention, or being recognized, their energy changes. You may notice less enthusiasm, more distance, less encouragement. Because some people enjoy being around you as long as they don't feel overshadowed by you. And workplaces can quietly bring out insecurity in people. Promotions, recognition, praise from management, popularity among co-workers, all of it can trigger comparison. The fake nice co-worker often competes indirectly. Instead of improving themselves openly, they monitor other people. They pay attention to who's getting recognition, who's liked, who's respected, who's moving up. And if they feel threatened, the behavior shifts. Sometimes they start withholding information. Sometimes they become less cooperative. Sometimes they spread subtle negativity disguised as concern. "I'm just worried about them. I hope they're not overwhelmed. I heard they've been struggling lately." It sounds caring on the surface, but the intention underneath feels different. And one reason this behavior becomes emotionally confusing is because fake nice people are not fake all the time. Sometimes they genuinely are helpful. Sometimes they really do seem supportive. That inconsistency keeps people second-guessing themselves. You start wondering, Am I imagining this? Maybe they mean well. Maybe I'm overthinking. But your instincts usually notice patterns before your mind fully accepts them. Pay attention to how you consistently feel around someone, not just isolated moments. Do you feel respected or subtly drained? Do you feel supported or quietly analyzed? Because fake nice people often create emotional confusion instead of emotional safety. And one of the most common mistakes people make in workplaces is oversharing too early. They mistake friendliness for trustworthiness. But not everyone asking questions about your life has good intentions. Some people gather information socially. They want insight into your weaknesses, insecurities, frustrations, or personal business. Not necessarily because they care, but because information creates social leverage. That's why emotionally intelligent people observe before they fully trust, especially at work, because workplaces are unique environments. People are collaborating professionally while also competing socially, financially, and emotionally at the same time. And not everybody handles that dynamic maturely. Some people become territorial, some become jealous, some become performative. The fake nice coworker usually wants the appearance of being a good person while still protecting their own position at all costs. That's why they may support you publicly, but quietly root against you privately. And one thing many people eventually learn is this: respect is more important than fake friendliness. A genuinely respectful coworker may not always be overly warm or talkative, but they're consistent. They communicate directly. They don't secretly undermine you. They don't compete through manipulation. You know where you stand with them. That piece matters, because constantly dealing with hidden tension, subtle shade, or passive-aggressive behavior can slowly become emotionally exhausting, especially when you keep trying to give someone the benefit of the doubt while your intuition keeps warning you otherwise. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stop over-explaining what you feel. You do not need proof beyond patterns. If someone repeatedly leaves you feeling uneasy, guarded, confused, or emotionally drained, pay attention. Patterns reveal character over time, not polished smiles, not office charm, not performative kindness. Behavior. Because fake nice people usually expose themselves eventually, not through one major action, but through repeated small ones. The energy never fully matches the image. And once you recognize the pattern, you stop chasing approval from people who were never genuinely rooting for you in the first place. Watch the behavior, not the words. If you believe this message has been helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, where the behavior pattern repeats, the truth speaks. Until the next time.